Have you ever been stuck in a situation where the outcome you wanted was taking longer than you hoped? I remember growing up watching my older brother lose tooth after tooth and be rewarded by the tooth fairy. When I was 6 years old, I finally had that first wiggly tooth, and I anxiously awaited its doom. I waited and waited. Finally, I knew I had to take the situation in my own hands. I think I saw the idea on a TV show, and so I searched the house and found a long piece of string. I gracefully looped the string around my wiggly tooth. I tied the other end of the string to my bedroom door and sat on a chair, mentally preparing myself to do the deed. I took a deep breath and I opened that door with all the force I could muster. That's right. I opened the door towards me. After all that effort, my plan broke down because I was sitting on the wrong side of the door. God promised Abraham that he would be the father of a great nation. He and his wife Sarah were childless, but they followed God's call. Years went by as they journeyed through the desert, month after month, year after year, decade after decade, and no baby came. Sarah was faithful, but she was also human. She decided to take the situation into her own hands and gave her servant to Abraham as a second wife, an opportunity to provide that son that God had promised. But that wasn't God's plan. I can't imagine how difficult it must have been for Sarah to wait all those years. But finally, when she was 90 years old, God made the unthinkable a reality. And finally, she had her baby boy. I wish that God's lessons for me in patience had stopped with my wiggly tooth. But I remember a time when I faced an uphill battle, one that I couldn't control. I remember praying to God and saying, "Okay, God, I have faith the size of a mustard seed. Show me what you can do." The Lord began moving mountains to answer my prayer. What I had viewed as impossible was slowly becoming possible. God used the wait to strengthen my faith in Him and to feel confident in His plans for me. Maybe this is why I love Sarah's story so much. Her journey reminds me that God's answer will come in His perfect time and in His perfect way. When she was told she would be the mother to a great nation, she probably didn't picture herself with just one child. But God's response to overcoming the impossible gave her a mountain of faith. Waiting can be hard, but it can also strengthen our faith. If we choose to be patient and to trust, to understand God has a plan much greater than we could ever dream for ourselves, we can rest in His promises. In moments of doubt and uncertainty, I hope Sarah's story will help you remember to always stay rooted in faith.